And Donnie, how difficult has it been offensively seeing so many different looks from Giants?
You're breaking up a little bit, Kelly. I didn't quite get that one.
Sorry, okay, let me see. Can you hear me now?
I could hear you. It just broke up. I couldn't get what you were trying to ask.
Okay, how difficult has it been offensively seeing so many different looks from Giants pitchers?
I don't know. We just seen these guys, so it's not like it's new. We just seen Sanchez. We've seen, the relievers. Yeah, the new guy was a little different. Obviously not seeing him, the young kid that made his debut tonight. But other than that, I mean, we really just didn't get anything going tonight, as much as anything. But yeah, so we kind of seen most of them.
Jordan?
Yeah, hey, Donnie, I've got two. First off, with Andy on the IL now, is the plan going to be Birdie primarily at third, or you're going to mix Devers in there now that he's up? How are you planning on the hot corner right now?
I'm probably looking at mostly Burt. Devers has played a little bit of third in spring, but he's basically second short. Jazz is second short. If I don't play Burt, it's probably got to be Miggy over there. So it's primarily Burt, and let him hold down the fort. Be good for him to get in there and get him going. So yeah, I'd say primarily Burt.
And then with Castano, outside of the 2-out rally in the first that the Giants had, he seemed to hold his own through 5 there. What did you see from him?
Yeah, I think he made a great adjustment, is what we see. It looked like they were staying out over the plate. They'd seen him last time. Know kind of what kind of pitcher they were kind of staying out over the plate on him. He looked like he got a couple balls. He tried to get away, the ball to rough. A breaking ball probably trying to go back door there, and just came right across the plate, right down into his kind of spot there, down in kind of our middle, kind of down and in. A good spot for him to hit. And then Casali's ball, I thought it looked like he's trying to go away there and leaked it right in the middle. And after that, it looked like he started he did. He started throwing the ball in, trying to throw strikes in there and pound those guys a little bit. Opened up the other side of the plate and opened up his off speed a little bit. I thought he did a really nice job of making that adjustment. We didn't get anything going tonight. And yeah, everybody was really pretty good after that first. Pop was, had a couple of clean innings. Curtis gives us a good inning, gives us, got chances to get back in the game. We weren't able to do anything.
Christina?
Yeah, Donnie, I'd asked earlier before the game about Brian. What was sort of the thought process to put him on the IL?
Yeah, we were hoping he'd be doing better today. When they tried to do some stuff with him, it just wasn't to the point where we felt even good that it was going to be a couple of days. If we'd have thought it'd been a couple of days, we could have played with it and got through it. But it seemed like it was going to be more than that. So, where we're at with Sarr right now, Coop's probably back. I know he's back. He said he'd be able to go and feel good that he's healthy and ready to go. We're just not in a spot to lose Andy for a 4-week period, letting him go out there and trying to play and ripping something up. So we're going to be cautious with him, try to hopefully get him back, at the end of the 10 days. But honestly, we'll have him back when he's ready to be back. But we're hoping it's just a shorter period of time since we've, kind of stopped this thing.
And with, I guess, the call-up of Devers, I guess we had asked you quite a bit during the spring. What the organization seems very highly of him, but I'm sure this isn't the circumstances you guys would want to call him up. But just, do you think he's ready for it? What can he provide to this team? No,
Hosey's going to be fine, and he's going to give us good at bats when he's in there, and he knows how to play. And I think you see I know he's a young kid, but the young kids that have played winter ball and things like that from the Dominican, they're not afraid of anything over here, and they don't seem to be too nervous. So Hosey's a baseball player. He's going to be fine. He's going to be a good player.
Alex Carter.
Thanks, Daniel. Hey, Donnie. I just wanted to go back to Zach Pop. This is a couple games now where he's come in and kind of kept the team in the game. So I know you've spoke before about how he's kind of opened up maybe a little bit more of a role for you guys, but how comfortable are you with him in maybe those high leverage situations? And yeah, what did you think from him? Thanks.
Obviously liked what he did tonight, and the fact that he has a clean inning last time he pitched. And then tonight he gets us two. And the important part is not that is he going to pitch high leverage, maybe at some point, but right now we're pretty tight with the high leverage. We're good with Yimmy and Bass, Floral back there. We're feeling pretty good. Curtis is throwing the ball really well, but it's really important that Zach can give us innings and good innings and protect other guys. And he's a young pitcher, and obviously a Rule 5, but if he can do this, then he's a real dude, right? And you're not having to protect him and try to carry him. You don't look at it like that. You look at it like, I can bring this guy in a run down or 2 runs down. He keeps us in a ball game like tonight. He gives us a chance to win, right? Because there's going to be nights we're able to come back and score some runs. So if he can do what he's doing tonight and on a fairly consistent basis, then he just makes our bullpen stronger. And that's what we need from him.
All right, last one, Ethan Badowski.
Thanks, Daniel. Donnie, 7 straight scoreless now appearances for Curtis. You just mentioned how great he's been throwing the ball. That's got to be a positive to take away from tonight. The scoreless innings from the bullpen, and just the bullpen's been throwing the ball a lot better recently, it feels like.
Yeah, they've kind of smoothed out. And as long as if we get in fairly consistent starts, then we keep those guys, I think, in a good spot that we're not overusing them, right? And Curtis kind of, him and Mel were working on some things, just getting him down the mound a little bit, getting his extension out there. It turns his slider into a better pitch. A lot better pitch. And his fastball jumping too. So again, he's just another piece, and he's a guy that gets lefties and righties. It gives us a couple righties out there that get lefties and righties, so it helps us with lineups like this lineup here, where you can run him through an order and know that doesn't matter kind of who they throw up there, that he's a decent matchup for you. So he's just another piece. And when you start talking about Pop and Curtis, Simber's been throwing the ball good. Our guys really have thrown the ball pretty good. We give up some homers, I know, early, but we're feeling pretty good about our bullpen.
We'll start with Kelly Saka.
Hey, Dan, what adjustments did you make there after the first inning?
They made a good adjustment on me to start off the game. Last time I was able to get a lot of early ground balls with the sinker, backdoor slider, stuff just going away. And you could tell they were really up on the plate early, and they were just cheating to it just a bit to yank it. They have some really good hitters, got to give them credit. But we were able to make a good adjustment there in the second inning or so, and get back in the game and start being a little bit more aggressive. And it paid off.
Jordan?
Yeah, hey, Daniel, even with the result being what it was, do you think the adjustments you made and being able to go 4 scoreless after the first, do you think that is something you can build on for when you come back out in 5 days?
Yeah, definitely. I'm continually trying to work hard, get better. I'm really thankful for an incredible catcher in Wallach to see stuff like that after 1 innings. I think having the best pitching coach in the game in Mel Stoudemire, and for those guys to be able to pick up those things first inning and on changes everything. If I'm able to make a better pitch there in the first inning and get out of it, then I feel good about continuing to go deep in the games. I feel better as the game goes on. I'm not necessarily a stuff guy, so once I start getting my command and my feel down, I feel like I can really attack any hitter depending on what his weaknesses are.
Christina?
Hi, Daniel. Today started a 10-game road trip as, the starting pitcher. Is that something, you were going into tonight knowing you want to sort of set the tone for the next week and a half?
Yeah, I don't really think about all the big picture stuff. I just, like I said last week, I'm just thinking one pitch at a time, one game at a time, one inning at a time. Colossians 3:17, whatever I do in word or deed, do all for the name of Christ, and just working hard and taking it one day at a time. It's not my job to focus on everybody else's business, and but I want to set the tone and get a win for the team. But I'm just trying to do my job for the team and help us win.
Anything else, guys? All right, thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Hey, John, how comfortable are you at third base, and how comfortable do you think you will be playing there on a daily basis?
Feel very comfortable. I really like playing third base. Gotten a chance to play there a little bit over the last couple of years, and played there quite a bit before coming to the Marlins. So, I'll just be focusing on getting as comfortable as possible and going from there.
Jordan McPherson.
Yeah. Hey, John, I know the way that the opportunity is coming is not the way that you guys would want this to happen, but for you to get the opportunity to have everyday reps at a set position, what do you think that can do for you to show what you can do outside of just being the guy who can bounce around everywhere, and you can be someone who can be at a spot on a daily basis?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you hate to see Brian go down for any amount of time. He's such a big part of this team and big part of this offense and defense too, but just going to go out there and try to be the best version of myself and help this team win on a daily basis.
Christina.
Hey, John, the injury bug has hit quite a bit, within the last few days. How do you guys, I guess, kind of stay focused and, try to step up? You guys had that mentality last year. How do you try to carry it over now on a big 10-game trip?
Yeah, I mean, we have some experience from it, like you said, from last year. A lot of the guys, returning guys, understand how it goes, and we can't control that kind of thing. We just got to come to the ballpark every day, and whoever's healthy and available is, we're going to put the work in and do what we can to help this team win and go from there. You hate to see a lot of the guys starting to go down like that, but like I said, we're just trying to do our best to get some wins out there.
Ethan.
John, building off Christina's question, how hard is it to not, try too hard to make up for what Marte and BA, bring on a daily basis, and put too much pressure on yourselves?
Yeah, because like I said before, they both bring a lot, both phenomenal players. And I think it's just about being the best version of yourself. I can't go out there and be Brian Anderson or be Starling Marte. I just got to be the best version of John Birdie that I can be, and do the best I can in that framework to help this team win. And hopefully they'll get back sooner than later, and we can continue to roll from there. But until then, everyone just got to step up and do their part.
Anything else, guys? All right, thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
No se muevan, que continuamos con la máquina deportiva.